Hello YouTube, welcome back to another deck profile video with OP12.5. I hope everyone is doing awesome as always. And I'm gonna bring you back with my number one favorite deck, Bonney, since OP07. It has two new cards in it from PRB2, which you can probably already saw by the thumbnail, but still I want to go through to it with you guys. And as always, before we start the video, like, subscribe and turn on the notification bell and let's go. So first the leader, mono green with 5k power and 5 life. Once per turn on opponent's turn, when opponent declares an attack, you can rest one of your active dons to rest your opponent's character or leader. So taking away one attack is nice. And now, to the deck. 4 Jewelry Bonnies is your searcher and also acts like a pseudo blocker, so the opponent has to attack to it to get rid of it, or else you get a search next turn. 4 Koshibos, good blocker, protects your slash attribute characters from KO abilities by rescuing himself. So amazing card, that would 2 to cost. 3 Beige. I find 2 too less and 4 too much, so I think 3 is a perfect ratio. And then of course when it comes to field you have 6 or more rested cards, draw 1, trash 1, which is really amazing, so it hand filters you with 1 card. Now here's the first new card for BRB2, the Jewelry Bonney. It is basically the same as the Arouge, the 4-drop with 5k power with 1k counter that says in the end phase you can activate one of your rested dons. Well, this card does exactly the same, but why is this card better? It is a cost less, so you have a don more to abuse for your plays. For Cavendish, your heart and soul of the deck in the mid game. If this card stays on the field, you get every time 2 active dons back when he enters the field or when he attacks, but he has to be the only Cavendish on the field. So now I'm going to place the next card here. Is 2 copies of the blocker Jewelry Bonney. So I do have 4, but my other 2 copies is in another deck of mine, which I'm also going to film today and post today. So heads up for that. And this card is a better version than the Beige, because she says when she enters the field with 8 or more rested cards, you get to draw 2, trash 1 from your hands. So you filter your hands with 2 complete new cards, which is really good, while also going +1. And also giving yourself 1 active don back from rest. So such amazing blocker. Now, and then the last cards I run are, I'm gonna, can everyone see it? Yeah, here. Top 4 carrots. Just the only strong non-supernova from the mid game, because if carrot enters the field and also when she attacks, you get to freeze 1 of your opponent characters that has a cost 7 or less. So what I mean by that for the new players, by freezing, the rested characters that are hit by her abilities won't become active in the opponent's active phase his next turn. So that's why this card is really good, especially when you drop at the 5 or 6 on turn to Cavendish. And then the next turn 1 or 2 carry with it, because there's a whole combo with these 2. Only works with 8 on, which I can show you later how it's done. But let's continue on with the deck profile video. And that is all my 1k counter lineup. A lot of blockers, but Bonney is a very defensive deck. Let's see. I only push this here. Alright, yeah. Alright, now to the 2k counters. First, 2 Scratchman Apu. And 2 copies of X-Drake. I don't know how the format is further going to be, because I'm not a really competitive player, I'm more of the casual side. But even though in casuals there are some decks that are notable, which is going to be played a lot or not. So I don't know if playing 4 Apu is now better if low blockers is becoming a thing, because he rests for 1 Dawn. Let's see, yeah, for 1 a 2-drop, or X Drake that can able to rest a 5-drop for 5. So I don't know how this format, how the format is going to be. So that's why it's going to keep at 2-2, just to see how things works out. 4 Tashikis, staple for green, amazing protector, and you're gonna need this when you play out the Cavendish. And then the last 2 cards, also new from the BRB2 set, the Roronoa 2k counter blocker, but he has an opponent's turn ability. When this card gets targeted to be rested, you can rest one of your opponent's active characters instead. So, which is really good and strong. And with that, just a total of 10 pieces of 2k counters. And as I said, I still have to figure out if I want to play 4 Apu, still want to stick with the 4 X Drakes. But we'll see how the format goes. And now, to the non-counters in defense. We're going to start off again with the Hody Jones. The card that is not banned, so we're going to keep playing this card at 4. And why am I playing this copies at 4 instead of some copies of the Green Event Deathmatch game? Because I'm probably gonna need the dons more from my leader's ability, or getting more active if it is a green mirror for potential Hody and stuff, and the Deathmatch game. But, and then for the new players who doesn't know what Hody does, it is a rush character for 7-drop with AK power, and when he comes to play, you can rest up to 2 cards from your opponent's side of the field, so it can be characters and or dons. But then you have to take the top life to your hands. That's mandatory. And if you don't have any life anymore, then you won't take any life. That's what Hody pretty much does. 3 copies of Mihawk. When he enters the field, restand 4 of your rested Don back to active. And then with the Cavendish, total going back to 6 Dons. Really great card. To Captain Uso's Kid. Also one of the strongest endgame card of the deck in my opinion. Because if this card is arrested with 1 Don given underneath him, he's the only one that can be attacked. But the moment he can rest by his own ability, you can play out a 3-drop or less from your hand. So it can be a Tashiki, it can be one of your blockers. So it's a strong card. To start deck Shanks from the Uta starter deck. The card is too simple. When he comes to play, he KOs a character that is rested. So this card can get rid of big characters. And because it is a 9-drop, you do still keep at a dent on turn 1 Don left for your leader ability. Alright. 3 copies of Don Quixote the Flamingo. When he enters the field, he freezes up to 3 cards from the opponent's side of the field. So it could be characters or his leader. And let's say if you are able to establish the field where the opponent still has 2 characters left for 1 leader, then you can just play this out. And then if you have other copies in hand, you do the same, and then later you're dropping the kits. That's a killer combo. And then the last card, 1 copy of the Justice. Because the side of Justice will be whichever side wins. Or we're just gonna call it the series event. Just a simple a 3k counter by also trashing 1 other card from your hand. Or you get to rest of 4 cards or less. So might be clutch against certain matchups. Rally, for example. And that was my Bonney deck profile for BRB2. So as always guys, if you enjoyed this video, like the video, comment your comments in the comment section below. Subscribe for more deck profiles like this. Turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any deck profile videos updated in the future. And as always, be awesome, stay awesome, and until next time, bye bye.